You've got to be a little bit careful now. We're getting a bit of a downturn in the economy. Mortgage market's beginning to sort of shake a little bit. House sales are going down. So you've got to take a look at that. Plenty of lending, plenty of lenders, too many of them. They're being merging now as well. So you've got to take a look at where you're going to get your customers from, where you're going to get your clients from. Prospecting is something you should be doing 1 day a week. My advice here when you're prospecting is you've got to be prospecting for 1 day a week. Let's put that title up there for you, prospecting. I love that phrase, something like gold mining, isn't it? Effectively, you've got 5 days to work. Now, most people, of course, work more than that. Work Saturdays, that's fine, I'm not going there. But if you do, as a mortgage advisor, you should spend 1 day prospecting. There you go. You should spend 1 day on self-development. And you should spend 3 days earning fees, in other words, dealing with customers. If you do that, you'll be around forever because the CPD will keep you ahead of the curve, so you won't be disrupted. The internet's coming in, of course, disrupting the sector. And the prospecting will make sure that your sales funnel is full of new clients and you'll always have business. Don't get sucked into doing 5 days fee work. Easy to do. I can earn a lot of money with this business, you say to yourself, but it's scary if you do that. Don't go there. So where's the biggest thing? What's the message for some? The biggest message for them is Google. Google. I want to talk about Google because we all know about Google. We all know about internet search, and I keep getting emails from people offering search engine optimization. Please, Paul, your website, we'd love it a bit, but it's crap. You're not optimizing your search engine. And I get thousands of these blooming emails coming through. And the fact is they're out of date now because Google's suddenly changed things. And the biggest change to Google is Alexa. Now, if I shout out Alexa, I'm going to have six speakers around this office area will start talking to me. I've got a voice assistant, as you have probably as well. You've got Google Assistant or Alexa, which is Amazon's. And the whole point about voice is it's growing massively. In a few years' time, none of us will typing into a Google search engine. We'll all be asking for information. We'll be looking for information via voice on our phones, tablets, devices, whatever it is. And the point here is that Google Assistant or Alexa, so here's a picture of my Alexa speaker. When I talk to Alexa, she, in fact it's a she of course, will give me an answer. She will say an answer and it's one answer. There's not like a whole page of answers. She'll give me one answer. And that's where the internet's going. So if you ask a question on Google, Google now gives you answers as opposed to websites. Now have a look at yourself. When you search on Google, what you get now is drop-down menus of answers, which is your question. And those answers, of course, have come from websites, which are quite hidden well, but Google doesn't want you to go there. It just wants you to read the answer and be happy because the Google Assistant and the Alexa, of course, is giving you that one-word answer as well. Now, that's the problem because if you search engine optimize your website and hope to come up on Google organically, you ain't going to get there anymore because most people will get their answer from the Google drop-down menus and then move on, which again is quite scary. So what's the message here? What can you do as a mortgage advisor? Well, whether you're going to rely on your website to pull in business is pretty unlikely, unless you're the likes of Woolwich or TSB or something like that, where you've got the budget to do it. You could use AdWords, where you buy clicks, people put in keywords, and you get sponsored at the top. You could do that if you wanted to as well. But again, have you got the budget to be able to compete with the big boys like Halifax and people like that who've got millions of pounds in budgetary money? So you could do AdWords if you wanted to as well. Try and think about the other search capability as well. Where else do people search now? Okay, they go on Google, on Amazon Alexa. You could get yourself a skill. You could create a skill on Amazon. So if you ask Alexa an answer, it might give you your skill, which is your sort of podcast. So you could do podcasts via Alexa. We're moving into that area. You can certainly use YouTube. Do you have a YouTube channel? YouTube is growing now to be one of the biggest, most popular search engines. My kids say search on YouTube rather than Google. So if people search on YouTube or go visiting YouTube, do you have a channel there with some videos of you, what you do, that kind of stuff? With your logo on it. You should do, it's free. And that might pull in some business as well. Obviously, social media comes into its own. Find out where your customers are, where do they hang out, and then hang out there as well. So it may well be Instagram, it could be Facebook that your customers hang out. So make sure you're around and available there. But of course, referrals and testimonials and being referred is the key. So make sure your LinkedIn profile is big and bustling. because other professionals might refer you on that. Accountants, estate agents, solicitors, whatever connections you've got, make sure you have those. And other brokers might refer you as well. People might refer you. But LinkedIn is not where you're going to get your clients from. Find IFA firms that have got big client banks. That's the big one for you. They've all been rationalising over the last 4 or 5 years since RDR, estate agents, and IFAs. And the thing about IFAs, they've got these big bulbous client banks that they've been maintaining for years, and they don't have the people to go trawling them and contacting them, and IFAs don't like doing that anyway. They like dealing with clients. So link in with some of those, find some connections in your area where maybe you could service the client bank to give the mortgage advice. So certainly something to look at as well. Facebook, Instagram, all those things come into their own as well. But don't forget referrals. Make sure that you contact every customer you deal with and ask them for a referral. Make sure you're around, of course, and noticeable, but referral management is key. So there's sort of things you want to be doing. I wouldn't rely on Google anymore. Things have moved on since that as well. And don't forget, 1 day prospecting, 1 day CBD, 3 days fees. I've been doing that for 30 odd years now, and it works really well. Hey, nice idea for you. Hope that's been useful. Bye.